Ladies and gentlemen, Abraham Lincoln High School. A slightly cool Wednesday in the beginning of June for this opener for the Lincoln Rail Splitters girls soccer team. They are taking on Murrow today. Murrow, of course, is actually the home team at this Lincoln field. They don't have a home field of their own, and the other locations PSAL has for them to play as a home field are not quite as luxurious as the turf here at Lincoln. So when given the choice, coaches will often opt to play their games here, which is the case. It is the opening game for the Lincoln Rail Splitters, so no record for them yet. Murrow, this is their second game. They dropped their first to Dewey 4-0 just a little while ago. I'm Peter Andrus here with you, bringing you all the Lincoln sports action throughout this abbreviated PSAL season. The team's just about ready to get underway. Coach Brian Vega, longtime head coach for Lincoln's Rail Splitters. Coach Lawrence Blatt, the soccer coach over at Murrow. The Murrow Magic. They're starting 11 on the field already. Lincoln getting some last-minute pep talk from their coach. Soccer, one of the fall sports, lucky enough to not have missed a season when COVID shut everything down last spring. Unlike our baseball and softball teams who missed an entire year of play, soccer just had their sport postponed from fall to spring. And the refs are as tired as the viewers of waiting to see this game get underway, blowing the whistle. 4:13 on my clock. As we wait for the Rail Splitters to take the field. All the teams this year just very excited to be back on the field, back to be getting to a sense of normalcy after a highly disrupted school year. We'll be bringing you as many of the names and numbers as we can of the players as we spot them from our view on the side of the field. And Lincoln's Rail Splitters ready to go, heading to their positions. Lincoln will kick off. And we are underway. Ball pushed into Murrow's defense. They're passing around, looking to start an attack. And the ball's going to go out off the foot of, it looked like it was off the foot of number 12. That's Charlize Gonzalez. And yep, indeed it was, as the ref calls for a white throw-in. Throw in there was taken by number 18, Leslie Hernandez, but her foot came off the ground on the throw. That's going to switch it to a Murrow throw, and it'll be taken by Gonzalez. And kicked out there by Hernandez as she is trying to cover number 8, Catalina Besada. And that one cleared away off the foot of Jasmine Contreras, senior and one of the leading skill players on this Lincoln squad. Attempted cross there by number 23. That's Isabel Lieber for the Magic. Booted forward. Lieber making a run for it. She's got a defender to beat. Kimberly Carretero was back there. At least slows it down. Ball's coming loose. And they'll try to put it back over the top. Pushed into the middle, and Lieber shot. No good. And that goal kick just bounces right back out. But it does get cleared away. A lot of just over-the-top balls being kicked back and forth. Ooh, that one right into the face of Neha Jacob. And goalkeeper Jenny Cheng there almost making a disaster happen. Forgot that once she puts that ball down, it's active and in play. And that gets booted forward by freshman number 23, Kimberly Galan. Coach Brian Vega identifying her as a player to watch out for this season. He's expecting big things from her and very excited to see what she brings both this season and in the following 3. Murrow and Lincoln both ended last season with 2 victories. One had a record of 2-8. I believe Lincoln's was 2-8. Murrow's was 2-10. They had one head-to-head game. Lincoln came away with that one. And in the season before that, they had 2 head-to-heads. One of them was a tie. One of them was a Lincoln victory. So Lincoln hoping that maybe that confidence coming in, if statistics mean anything, they should be on top. Of course, in PSAL sports, so rarely do statistics mean anything. And that's Galan on the ball now. She tries to make a pass back. It's intercepted by, looks like it was number 12, Charlize Gonzalez. And we're back to the back and forth playing. It's Galan in possession, but then dispossessed as she tries to get it outside to Jayla Greenberg. Throw-in being taken here by number 24, Angela Takam. Gets it to Contreras, who heads it on, hoping for Kimberly Galan, but the defense snuffs it out for the Magic. Contreras boots it forward, but nobody's up there. Jacob chasing. And Jacob's pressure pays off as she forces them to kick out and earn a Lincoln throw. Ball being thrown in over there by number 11. That's Idsel Ramirez Solis, another senior on the squad. And Lincoln gets what I'm going to call their first shot on goal off the foot of Jasmine Contreras. Goes wide for a goal kick. But it is Lincoln's first foray into the Murrow side of the field. Lincoln really trying to get all over these defenders right now and make something happen. But a great punt there by the goalie. Headed on for Lieber. Here she goes. She makes a great cross, but it ends up tracking wide of the net. Nobody was able to get a foot on it. So it'll be a goal kick. Jenny Chang new to the position of goalkeeper for the Rail Splitters. Contreras boots that one forward. This is a tried and true method on the Rail Splitter squad. Have the midfield booted up and let faster offense members take on the defense. As so often a long ball over the top from either squad can just wreak absolute havoc on a defense in this level of play. Here goes Contreras. She's looking. She's hoping to boot it forward there for Kimberly Galan. Defense says nothing doing. Played back to number 15 for the Rail Splitters. That's Kimberly Carretero. Playing in a sweeper position on Vega's Rail Splitters. And it's a Murrow throw. Booted onward. Pushed forward there by the defender, number 13, Ella Bono, who again boots it forward. And here goes Isabel Lieber again. And the cross is there. And that's going to go all the way across the field. None of the Murrow players could just get a foot on it. It's hard to see from my vantage point. I thought maybe one of the Lincoln defenders might have touched it, but it is called for a goal kick. Great run, great cross by Isabel Lieber. I have a feeling I'm going to be saying that name a lot today. Another kick there from Lieber, but easily collected by goalkeeper Jenny Chang. Referees say play on. And cleared away from a dangerous position there by Kimberly Carretero. Gonzalez to throw. She's looking for her midfielder. She finds Lincoln's Neha Jacob. Jacob now running forward, looking for an option, looking for someone to pass to. Tries to get the through ball for Galan, but doesn't quite get it. Galan shot, saved by the keeper. And it's going to fall to Galan again, who will boot it. That time it's blocked by number 6. I'll look up her name when the action's over. Contreras. It's on target. Stopped by the keeper. Number 6 is Abigail Joseph, who, whether a little bit by skill and a little bit by just being there, blocked a massive kick off the foot of Kimberly Galan. Lincoln trying to make another attack. Big boot there from Jasmine Contreras. I think she was hoping to just catch the keeper off guard. There was nobody in Lincoln that was about to chase that one down. Kicked out to number 13, that's Ella Bono. And she will boot it all the way up to number 8. That's Catalina Basada again. But it's going to go out of her reach. Just a little too much force on the kick. Contreras booting it forward for Galan. Galan fighting for position. She keeps possession. She looks for Jayla Greenberg on the side. Intercepted by Murrow. Contreras now. Contreras comes out with it. Now she's looking for something to do. She boots it forward. Goalkeeper bounces off her feet. She's got time, but she does a quick kick out. That's going to come out for a Lincoln throw. Thrown in, Galan and Contreras hoping to make something happen together. Being thrown in by number 5, that's Stephanie Huepa. Huepa, another senior on the squad, but now the attack is on. Cleared out there by Brianna Morales. Another senior on the squad. And now the pressure on by Murrow. Catalina Basada was looking for an option. She couldn't find one. as she battled against the skills of Kimberly Carretero. And Chang punts it up to the middle. Pushed forward. And now this is Stephanie Huepa on the ball. Loses possession. It's going to go out, and it is called a Lincoln throw. And looks like full sale substitutions for Murrow. Not sure if anybody stayed on. I stand corrected. Isabel Lieber is still standing there hoping to make something happen. Murrow here with, it was hard to count as they were practicing, but at least 22 players. So they will have fresh legs throughout the game. And here comes a new attack from the Murrow Magic. Lieber trying to push it forward. She just can't get it through as Lincoln's midfield makes its way back. They were all pushed up. Good job by the midfield to come back on that one. And still battling for the ball. Galan passes out to Jayla Greenberg. Greenberg to Huepa. Huepa charging. Ball's a little too far in front of her. The defender is going to be able to sweep it out. And still being pushed into Lincoln, towards the Lincoln defense. And finally now, Lincoln trying to get back on the offensive. Number 20, that's Regina Esteban. Huepa finds Greenberg on the outside. Greenberg has Galan forward, but passes a little too far to the outside. Galan doesn't see the run. Was hoping for it to be closer to her feet. And another substitution there as number 13, Ella Bono, is going to come off for number 29, whose name I don't see. There it is, Diana Perez. And I think Lincoln making some substitutions here. A Murrow throw is what's happening, but a whole lot of whistle blowing going on. And it'll be a Lincoln throw this time. Halfway through the first period here at Abraham Lincoln High School in Coney Island. Cloudy day, little breezy, high 60s for the temperature. Beautiful weather, really. The ladies running on the field certainly won't be feeling the chill, unlike the football team who played in 40-degree weather just this past weekend. You can see that game on our YouTube channel as well. Thanks for tuning in. Those of you who are here, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. You can stay up to date with all the Lincoln sporting events, graduation, and award ceremonies, and everything else we can think to bring you. Jenny Chang taking possession on that offensive drive by the Murrow Magic. Jasmine Contreras now on the ball. She's looking for an option. Neha Jacobs was in an offside position by my eyes, but was ultimately uninvolved in the play as the ball went too far for anyone to do anything with. And running up there on defense is number 29, Diana Perez. Manages to push it up, but not in Murrow's possession. And an elbow called there on number 5. Number 5 is Miriam Tadashvili. Contreras with the set piece now. Looking for Huepa. Bounced in front of her. She wasn't able to get a foot on it. And it'll track out for a goal kick. Contreras, the corner. And that is going to track out for a Murrow throw. Throw to be taken by number 4. Whistle blows for substitutions. Number 4 is Beatrice Kruvabuk. Nope, on her shirt it says Garza, so your guess is as good as mine. There are 2 number 4s on their roster, one with a 0, one without. Sorry, that was Maria Garza. And that one is headed on by number 4, Beatrice Kruvabuk. Now Huepa trying to get it. Dispossessed by Kruvabuk, and now being brought up well. That was number 5 on the ball, Miriam Tsadashvili. Quick action now. Garza trying to push it forward. Contreras boots it back the other way. Contreras again pushes it forward. Neha Jacobs chasing. Michelle Ramirez chasing. And they will force a throw-in deep in Murrow territory. Michelle Ramirez, a junior on the squad, playing up top with Neha Jacob. Lincoln taking a little bit of time. Anytime there's a set piece, Coach Vega taking time before he calls for substitutions because they only have 2 or 3 subs over there on the Lincoln sideline. Ball bounces around. It's going to get kicked out for a corner. Lincoln only having 2 or 3 subs, and we mentioned before Murrow here with practically 2 full squads of girls. So Lincoln's going to have to take its breaks when they can if they want to have a chance of keeping their energy up as well as this Murrow squad for the full time. Contreras, set piece magician for the Rail Splitters. Here she goes. It bounces in front of the net. Can anybody get a foot on it? No. Contreras again rolls it in front. It's booted back out. Now it's coming out. As number 3, Brianna Morales, that tries to put it back in. It's still bouncing around. Greenberg passes to Jacob. Jacob, handball, as it just unlucky bounce up, hits her on the elbow. Set piece there. Brought right back into Murrow territory. And that's Kimberly Galan trying to make a chase of it, but unable to make anything happen. It's Ramirez to Galan. Galan looking for an option. She tries to pass to Jacob, but passes behind her. Stephanie Huepa on the ball now. And there is a pass forward. Here is a chance for Murrow. It's number 22 on the ball, but she's going to get dispossessed. Dispossessed by Kimberly Carretero, but it is going to be a Murrow throw. I mentioned it was number 22 making the run. That's Giselle Ruiz. This will be Zadashvili making the throw. Contreras on the ball now. She's looking for someone to boot it forward for. That is the Lincoln strategy. There it goes. She was hoping to hit Galan on the outside, but curled it in. And the Murrow defense is going to collect it. Back and forth possession yet again. Ball rolling forward here. If there were a Murrow player playing that right wing right now, this would be a great time for them to make the run, but nobody was there. Normally making that run earlier in the game was Isabel Lever. She is currently on the sideline. As Murrow coach Lawrence Blatt has been very generous with his substitutions and making sure his players all get time. Jacob brings that down. Trying to form an attack. Galan now. Not sure if it was intentional. I think she was trying to make a little heel pass for Jayla Greenberg, but it just dies. Contreras, quick touch and stop. Pushes it forward to Stephanie Huepa. Stephanie Huepa now on the ball. She's looking to get forward to Neha Jacobs, but she can't do it. And that gets pushed forward for Galan, but she will not get there in time. Pass from Regina Esteban will not make it to her. So Diana Perez will run out for Murrow to get that ball for a throw. Lincoln pushing up. They are all over this Murrow team, trying to make sure this ball stays on this end of the field. And off the head of Beatrice Krivebuck. Now it'll be a Lincoln throw as Stephanie Huepa slowly jogs to pick it up. Huepa throws into Contreras. Contreras rolls it forward. Cross, and it's in! Contreras scores in the 33rd minute. Not sure if it was meant to be a shot or a cross, but the result is the same. It hits into the keeper and manages to roll in. Lincoln is going to take the first goal. They lead 1-0. And now the charge coming in. Unable to get it on her foot. That was number 22, Giselle Ruiz. She opted for the pass instead of the shot and whiffed it. It was an excellent run until that moment. Chang with the kick. Comes out to number 04, Maria Garza, around the 40-yard line. And now it's been booted forward and booted back. Good clear there by the defense. And Anika St. Hilaire almost didn't look like she saw the ball was coming. Defense for Lincoln wasn't expecting it back there. And here it gets pushed forward. It's a chance. Chang smartly comes out, slides and picks it up, as there were 3 Murrow players, including Isabel Lieber, bearing down on that ball. Here's another attack from Murrow. Lieber dispossessed. Ball still rolling around. No clear possession from either squad. Michelle Ramirez tries to put a few touches together. She does. She gets it to Jacob. Jacob rolls it out towards the middle, but nobody from Lincoln's there. She passed without looking. And I think it was a handball called, so we'll have a free kick here from Murrow in dangerous territory for the Rail Splitters. I believe it's number 17 making the kick, but it could have been number 11. Yep, I think it's number 11. His name I don't see, but I will try to get it for you. Number 11 is Anuki Nanabishvili. Murrow's team giving my unpracticed tongue quite a workout today. I definitely should have gone and asked for the girls to pronounce their names before this started, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing them now. Yeah, Jacob passes it out to Greenberg. Greenberg through the legs of Ruiz, but Ruiz ends up getting the better of it. Crosses to the center, into the feet of three white players. They're all bunched together, easy to defend, and that ball comes back out for Murrow. And it's still there. Lincoln tries to clear. Contreras is going to push it back to midfield. And now the attack back on. Here comes Giselle Ruiz. She's had some great speedy runs that have not amounted in the result, of course, that Murrow wants from this. And now that ball is going to come out. Nope, it had come out on the foot of a Lincoln player, but dispossessed yet again as we just keep playing pong back and forth. Kicked out there by the Magic's number 13, Ella Bono, back in that left defensive position. As we near the end of the first half. Wepa passes right up the line to Contreras. Contreras tries to push through, but Ella Bono up to the task. Earns Murrow a throw-in. And 4 substitutions coming in for Murrow right now. Bringing on number 20, number 8, number 10, and a number that I don't see coming off is number 4, 11, 18, and 22. Galan pushes it through for herself, but intercepted by Abigail Joseph on the back line. And now a big attack from Murrow. Trying to make that cross was Isabel Lieber. She will be unable to do so, and time has been called. We are at halftime here from Abraham Lincoln High School. We are going to step away for the half. We'll be back with you in just about 10 minutes. Thanks for sticking with us. Its score is 1-0, thanks to a boot off of the leg of Jasmine Contreras in the 33rd minute. We'll be back right after this with the second half of the Murrow Magic against the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Please like and subscribe, stick around, and we will see you real soon. Coming back at you live here at Abraham Lincoln High School. 40 minutes of soccer in the books. The first 40 for Lincoln's squad. The third set of 40 for Murrow's. One goal to speak of off the foot of Jasmine Contreras in the 33rd minute. Made it into the hands of the keeper, but made it through the hands of the goalkeeper for Murrow and into the net. Murrow kicks off. We are underway. Stephanie Whippa to throw. Chested down there, booted up and out off the foot of Murrow's number 20, Jessica Garcia. Contreras battling with Garcia, and it's another Lincoln throw. As both these teams, Lincoln tries to make it into the middle, and Murrow just keeps pushing them back out. Wepa to Contreras, headed on by Contreras, no one there yet. Greenberg trying to reach Jacob. Jacob, not sure if it was a shot or a pass, but either way it ends up in the hands of the goalkeeper. There was a goalkeeper switch at the half. Unfortunately, I don't know who the goalkeeper is for the Murrow Magic. Apologies to the fans at home. Throw in now at the top of your screen being taken. Contreras, big boot. Near post. And it's out for a goal kick. Yeah, Jacob fighting with Isabel Lieber. Lieber wins it. And now that's been booted over the top. A chance for Murrow. Cleared away, at least slowed down by Kimberly Carretero in the back line. Carretero tracks it out and lets it go out for. Thought it was going out for a goal kick. I guess it must have gone off of a Lincoln player. So it's out for a corner. Kick comes in. Nice little in-swinger. The head of Jasmine Contreras is there for it. Lincoln has two players up on offense, and instead of running to get the ball, they both ran forward, assuming somebody else might kick it to them. But alas, all of Lincoln was still back from the corner. And now here's Jayla Greenberg. She can't get a clean touch on it. It's going to come back out for Murrow. Kimberly Galan tries to control it. She can't. Contreras now trying to get it forward through three Murrow players. She can't. Lieber now dispossessed. And now it's Desada, number 8. Excuse me, Catalina Besada. That's booted up by Ananika Saint-Hilaire. Kimberly Galan pushes it forward. Ella Bono pushes it back. Jayla Greenberg trying to keep it in. She can. She pushes it forward, but nobody there from Lincoln. But she does earn a throw-in. Bounced off of, looked like number 33, Brianna Santana. Wepa throws to Jacob. No one clearly in possession right now. Jacob trying to get on it, trying to push it forward. It's going to roll out for a corner. Contreras, of course, will go over for the corner. Lincoln sweeper Kimberly Carretero comes running up from the back. She's going to try to make something happen. And here it comes. And it goes through everyone. I'm not sure anybody got a piece of that. It'll be a Murrow throw-in. Lincoln just trying to work their way up the field. They're forcing Murrow to keep playing the throw-in game, and now I think it may have cost them another corner. So Contreras gets ready. Kimberly Carretero up from the back line. And the kick, out swinger. Carretero wanted to get ahead on it, unable to. And now here comes Lieber. She's going to try to boot it forward. Stephanie Huepa blocks that. And that's going to roll out off the foot of Neha Jacob. Wasn't letting Lieber push it any farther forward. Brianna Morales was the one that stopped the initial pass from Lieber. Ball pushed over the top, but safe for the keeper. A lot more back and forth play, driving our camera person crazy. And Lieber is coming. And Carretero will just track it back to Jenny Chang, who will pick it up. But Lieber on those fast legs almost made something dangerous happen there. This one rolls all the way forward and now all the way back. Bouncing around midfield now. And now an attack from Murrow. Coming in on the foot of Justine Hoppy. But it's going to go out wide for a goal kick. Dispossessed there by Regina Esteban. And it'll be number 20, Jessica Garcia, who takes the throw. Wepa chesting down. Plays through a trip, but dispossessed as she ran into the defender, number 33, Brianna Santana. Wepa will try again. This time she keeps it, pushes it forward to Jayla Greenberg. Wepa doing it all herself, dispossessed again. That time the dispossession coming from the foot of number 6, Abigail Joseph. Jayla Greenberg trying to make something happen, but she's got defenders all over her. Neha Jacob now pushes it forward. Wepa doesn't quite make the connection. Still rolling around. Back and forth. Contreras tries to bring it down. Unable to do so. Insel Ramirez Solis tries to push it forward, but it's too much. Too heavy a touch for her to catch, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Contreras boots it forward, bounces off the keeper, but she manages to bring it down before a Lincoln player can get there and try to disrupt her moment. pushing forward again is Lincoln, but the ball is really on the feet of the Murrow defense, working their way backwards, just looking for an open passing lane, trying to make some controlled, connected passes. Neither squad has had many of them in this match. The one goal that did score came off the foot of Jasmine Contreras. Ball played back there by the Rail Splitters, and Jenny Cheng is going to make her way forward right to the edge of the 18, where she will pick it up. And not sure what the whistle is. It might be because Jenny Cheng picked it up. Yep, she picked up the pass. It was an intentional kick back from her squad. Oh, no, maybe that's not the issue. Maybe she stepped forward. No, it is being counted as a handball, as Jenny Cheng was not allowed to pick up that pass. It may be that one of the refs didn't even notice, and the other one had to be reminded by the Murrow coach. So the ball is placed at the spot of the pass. Now the ball in Lincoln's defensive half, which has not happened much in this second half, but Lincoln is starting to show some signs of exhaustion as this game progresses on, and they only with 2 or 3 subs on the side, while Murrow with a full second squad. Pushed forward there by Contreras. Jayla Greenberg touches, but it's ultimately pushed forward off the foot of Krivabach. Krivabach again, now Huepa. Jacob. Huepa pushes that forward, and now that's going to be booted up off the foot of number 25, Mia Reed. And I believe that kick came from Isabel Lieber. I admit I looked down and read a name off my sheet, and in that moment, missed the shot. Goal kick taken by Carretero. And it comes right back to her. Nice move to keep it off the foot of Lieber, but it's not out of danger yet. And the cross doesn't quite make its way in off the foot of Beatrice Krivabach. Big kick by Jenny Chang makes it to midfield. Jayla Greenberg tries to pass it off to Huepa, but dispossessed. Booted across by the defender. Number 26, that's Kyla Taylor, who made that kick. And ball is out for a throw for Lincoln. Huepa to take the throw. Huepa seems to be the most competent thrower on the Lincoln squad. Doesn't matter where the ball goes out, Huepa's going to take it. Still more back and forth play. Very physical, just elbows flying back and forth between Wepa and Krivabok. And Wepa's the one that gets the call. Krivabok to take the kick. Beatrice Krivabok will take the throw. And her foot will lift off the ground, switches to a white throw. Stephanie Wepa to take the throw for the Rail Splitters. She's going to look for Jasmine Contreras, as we so often do on this squad. Contreras boots it forward, and we're off. And just one touch away from the shot was number 25 for the Rail Splitters. That was Michelle Ramirez. She just couldn't get the final touch on it before it was booted away, handled by the defense. Now Stephanie Wepa. Wepa trying to pass through. And Wepa gets called for a push. Kyla Taylor to take the free kick. Actually, nope, Coach Brian Vega coming out. We have an injured player on the field. It looks like number 25, Michelle Ramirez. She did take a tumble in that last play that we mentioned, where she just wasn't able to quite get the final touch, the kick to put the ball in. And Vega out there stretching her. So likely a cramp, nothing more serious. The player is taking a knee. And she is up, and she is walking. So Michelle Ramirez is going to limp off, and on will come Ananika St. Hilaire from the bench. And we were in the middle of a free kick after Stephanie Huepa was called for pushing. And that's going to get pushed out by Brianna Morales. Lieber now making a throw, puts it into space, trying to get her team to do something with it. Here comes a kick, and it's a goal. That is a goal off the foot of number 17, tying it up. Number 17 is Justine Hoppy, gets it past Jenny Chang. And we are all tied up at one apiece in the 65th minute. And now it's a chance for Lincoln. Jayla Greenberg got her foot on it, but took too much time. Gave enough time for the defender to get back and boot it out for a corner kick. I believe it was Abigail Joseph who made the play to stop the danger momentarily. But it only results in a corner kick for Lincoln off the foot of Contreras. That could be just as dangerous. Contreras with a nice outswinger. We'll see if anyone on Lincoln can get on the other end of it. It's going to bounce down. A sea of legs, and it pushes out to Itzel Ramirez Solis. Deja Jacob. It's still bouncing around. It's going to roll off the keeper, and it should be out for another corner. Contreras kicks this time, and it's in. Stephanie Huepa wallops it in just at the end of the 67th minute. And Lincoln right back on top as quickly as they went down. And another attack now. Jenny Chang safely cleans that one up. Murrow unable to make a little more magic. I apologize to the Murrow fans at home. That was a horrible pun. I've been waiting all game to say it. I shouldn't have. Neha Jacob now chasing. Not able to get a clean possession on it, but Huepa now. Huepa energized by her goal, but unable to keep a clean possession there, and it's going to get kicked out by Jacob for a Murrow throw. Ball bouncing back and forth some more. Contreras pushing it forward. She wants to get it to Neha Jacob, but Neha Jacob was 2 steps too far forward. She is offsides. Ref makes the correct call. And the ball is in play. That's Abigail Joseph on the ball. Nice little bit of possession there. Looking for an option to pass to and not able to find one. And ultimately, Lincoln will get that ball away from her as a result. And whistle blows on that. Not entirely sure what the call was. Not sure if there was a push or possibly an offsides. But it is going to be a free kick for Murrow in a dangerous position here. And Jenny Chang will block the kick, but push it out, and it's out for a corner. So not out of trouble yet. And I think that was Murrow's number 10 running to get the ball. If it is, that's Priscilla Hilera Diaz. Hilera Diaz will take the corner. All of Lincoln back for this one to defend the net. We're waiting again. A Lincoln player is down on the sideline over by the scoreboard. From where I am, it looks to be like number 11, Itzel Ramirez Solis. She was a player on the field, and she went down right around midfield. Coach Vega working with her right now. You can see undoubtedly this will likely pause time. Nope, they've got her back up. So we'll keep our clock running. We're unsure if the referees have stopped theirs at all. There were 2 injuries, 2 cramps, it would seem, that stopped play. So though the game would normally stop at 80 minutes, we might expect to see a little bit of extra time coming on. Lincoln now trying to stop this attack, and that kick, that shot on goal is going to go a little outside. Lincoln pushing back up as Jenny Chang chases down the ball for a goal kick. 75th minute here from Lincoln. 5 minutes left to play, plus possibly a little bit of extra time. Again, 2 cramps causing time to count down slightly here in the second half. Lincoln on top 2-1. They'd love to make it 3. Can they do it? And here it goes. And that just outside off the foot of Isabel Lieber. What an attempt. What a kick. Just unlucky with the touch. Lincoln really lucky to get away with that one, as their defense practically gave a free ride to the Murrow offense. Throw in now for the Rail Splitters. Wepa to take it. Finds Neha Jacob. Overthrows her. And Neha chases and forces them to kick it out for another throw. Murrow's defense was running it back, hoping it could just roll out for a goal kick, but Neha not allowing them the opportunity. And so it'll be a throw from the corner. No, they're giving them the corner. And that kick is going to end up going through the sea of players and not anywhere towards the Murrow goal line. Coach Vega on the sideline yelling positions to his players, trying to get them spread out. This game at times has devolved into a bit of amoeba soccer, as I like to call it, where the ball is a nucleus with just a sea of players circling and swirling around it in a single cell. And that goal kick goes directly out of bounds for a Lincoln throw. Contreras takes the throw. What a throw. Gets it nice and far forward there, and it's going to roll out for another goal kick. It was Kimberly Galan in pursuit. And Murrow does a quick switch, tries to get to the other side. Neha Jacob makes him pay for it. She just keeps dispossessing, but can't quite get a touch of it on her own. Now that whistle blows. It's another goal kick for Murrow. And this time they give it right to Jacob. Lieber is going to kick it out to the sideline. About 2 minutes left to play, plus any extra time the refs may allow. Wepa throws to Contreras. Contreras, touch goes to the Murrow players. And now here's Wepa charging. And it's a Murrow throw-in. Sprinting to get it back in here is Melanie Patino Muniz. Tina Muniz will make the throw. And pushed forward there for Jayla Greenberg. Greenberg gets a bad touch on it, pushes it out for a goal kick. It had been kicked to her by Regina Esteban, but Greenberg just didn't get the right touch. And once again, Murrow switching it up. Abigail Joseph runs to the opposite end of the field for the goal kick. And that just gets booted right out for another goal kick. "30 seconds left on my clock. My clock does not necessarily have to match the officials, but I like to think it's close. Now it's pushed forward again. Greenberg touches forward there for Ramirez, but ultimately it ends up in the hands of the keeper. We've reached the end of what would be regulation. I just watched a referee check his watch, so they know it too. Though, again, there were two possible injury timeouts, so we may have some extra time, or we may end up just seeing this kick and then hearing a final whistle. Let's see how the referees play it. In swinger, touched, and it's going to go outside to Lieber. Lieber going to clear it up to midfield. Still not quite out of danger. Back to the Lincoln sweeper. She can't clear it. That time she does. That was Kimberly Carretero on the back line yet again. A throw in now for the Rail Splitters. Again, we are in extra injury time here based off of two stretching injuries that happened in this half. So the referees have extra time that I'm not aware of. Whistle could blow at any second. Contreras, big boot forward for Jayla Greenberg. Jayla Greenberg chasing, but it's going to get right into the hands of the keeper. And there it is, folks. The final whistle blows. Lincoln comes away on top with this one. The final score, 2-1 at the end of regulation. Great start for the Rail Splitters. Goals scored in the 33rd minute by Jasmine Contreras. The 67th minute by Stephanie Huepa. The goal for Murrow scored in the 65th minute by Justine Hoppy. Great game by both teams. Lincoln, I'm sure, very happy to come away with an opening game victory. The teams wave to each other in a sign of respect, as in a pandemic we don't do the traditional lining up and slapping hands. And that's going to do it here from Abraham Lincoln High School. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel. We'll be with you for all the Lincoln sports all through the rest of June. Starting with tomorrow, there is a baseball game on the schedule, weather permitting. There's a very high chance of that one getting rained out from what I've seen. But hopefully we'll be with you for that, and then we've got football on Friday. We will see you then. Thanks for watching.